Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Philippe Courtot. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
So why don't you tell everyone at True Club who you are and what you do?
So my name is Philippe Courtot. I'm the CEO and the founder of Qualys. So we're a company which is in fact helping company to secure their computing environment. We have today about 60% of the Fortune 50, about 10,000 company worldwide. And essentially what we do is to identify all of your global IT assets, everything which is internet facing, everything that you've got inside, whether it's on premise, in the cloud, on endpoints. And then from there we assess the security and compliance posture of those assets, and then we recommend what you need to do to fix them, to eliminate the vulnerabilities, and then we audit the vulnerabilities. And then we also now are identifying those devices or those assets which have been compromised, or that there is high probabilities that they have been compromised.
Well, outside of work, do you have any hobbies?
I'm a physicist by education. I'm still trying to understand black holes, so that's one hobby. I also do a lot of skiing. I have also a 9-year-old little girl, which keeps me very busy, and so.
That's good. Prior to cybersecurity becoming so prevalent today, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I'm a physicist by education. I always wanted to try to understand fundamentally the universe, which of course I think is going to take a long time before we do, but I think we'll make significant progress. I'm a kind of very curious person by nature.
That's good. What keeps you up at night in the context of cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity is an interesting and I would say fundamental issue, because today I used to compare that with if you look back at before the Industrial Revolution, the England became the number one economical power because they could protect their seafaring lines. And so today I look at the internet and I'm absolutely a big fan of the internet. And I saw the internet, in fact I saw the first World Wide Web at CERN many years ago. And I've been absolutely fascinated by the internet because it connects everybody with everybody, and it connects knowledge with everybody. That's a significant revolution. So today, ensuring that our communication, and that's why I make the analogy with the British Navy, securing the communication across the internet is absolutely fundamental.
And what advice can you give a consumer like myself to protect myself online?
Don't click.
Yeah.
But I think the number one issue of security today is the complexity of security, which I think is for the vendors to essentially make the security significantly easier, and I think we've made a lot of progress toward that. Making security transparent is fundamental, and I think the number one issue today that we have is, on one hand, is the password. It's absolutely nobody can remember your password, so you end up by creating duplication of your password. Then of course you increase exponentially the chances of being compromised. And on the other hand is the fact that because everything is interconnected with everything, the attack surfaces keep on growing, and of course vulnerabilities now shows up, and then of course you have to essentially eliminate or mitigate those vulnerabilities, which is a pretty big task.
Where did the passion of cybersecurity come from?
Oh, I think I've been in the high tech. After doing physics, I was in the high tech, and I've been with CCML. I was a former CEO of CCML, and so communication and sharing information has been always something that I thought was important. And I go back to the internet again, is the same thing. So it's pretty clear that you cannot communicate if the communication are not secure. You can't go and meet with friends if roads are not secure, etc. So this is very fundamental to society. And so to me, it's I had the opportunity of realizing that we could, using at the time what was called internet technology, we could apply them. It's very similar to what Salesforce.com did on the CRM side, to apply that to security and therefore help build the security into the infrastructure, if you prefer, for communication. And that's really the passion that I have.
That's great. What is it about Trusona that you really like?
It's again is the simplicity of the solution. At the end of the day, I think what Trusona find out is a way to create, a kind of unique identifier, via their magnetic tape. But that's not enough. It's how you package it so that you can take advantage of that and essentially allow people to create, that kind of no password required environment, and that's, I think, is quite significant.
I understand that Qualys is looking at Trusona. What are your plans?
Yes, I think we're currently looking at Trusona to incorporate that part of our solution. For our customers, of course, our customers are security people. They today essentially use two-factor authentication to log into our solution, which is a SaaS solution, so everything is online. And I think providing a solution that allows, in fact, eliminates the password, it's absolutely a given, and it's also a good example, on the other hand, of showing that security can be made invisible. At the end of the day, the really good security is the security that is invisible. So putting the security into the fabric of the internet is absolutely, I think, the goal that we should all have. And I think Trusona has done a very good job in that direction.